Hi, I am back doing an energy reading. This is a channel message. Energy reading for the collective, earth, air, water, fire. If you're new here, my readings are intuitive. They are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine, and we all have masculine and feminine energy no matter our gender or how we identify. Messages for the collective regarding this channel messages. So I guess it'll be more than one. Messages for the collective, earth, air, water, fire, regarding these channeled messages. So this is a channel message because I've been hearing the Pointer Sisters automatic for days, weeks. Like it's not been weeks. I mean, it's probably been a week, right? Or 8.5 days. And that is an old song. It's an 80s song. I think it was 84 when I Googled the lyrics. So they be talking about basically how all of the systems are down when you around. But I'll link it in the bio. Messages for the collective regarding this channel message. All right, so we pulling one from the top. Oh, we got these two. So first card out, Waning Crescent, Rest. 43 equating to a 7, which is a divine number. Waning Crescent, Rest. Some of y'all, your intuition is tired. I'm feeling like you're in automatic mode. You don't know when to turn it off. You may do work like readings, energy healings, right? Or even if you don't, you could just utilize your intuition in work. That's definitely something I tell my clients, like, trust your intuition, because even if you're not working as an intuitive or creative, I mean, intuition can help you with all types of stuff. But I feel like you're not trusting yours because you're tired. And some of y'all feel like your intuition is not as reliable when you're tired. So that's sign number one, to get some rest. Waning Crescent. This is coming out, and we're currently in Cancer season. Happy birthday, Cancer. But it is today a Capricorn full moon. And then we have Saturn boundaries, clarifying this. So we're going from 7 to 6, 24, equating to a 6. Your boundaries need to be strengthened, like point blank period, real fast, quick, in a hurry, because all of these cards is purple, and we ain't even got into this Jupiter luck yet. 23 equating to a 5. Your boundaries needs to be strengthened. You need to get some rest. You need to meditate on that, maybe do a cleansing, but I'm hearing heavily it's rest. It ain't really got nothing to do with the cleansing of your energy. It is rest, because you're overexerting. Like somebody's in automatic mode, you may be in autopilot, right? Because I know when I started doing, well, no, I had already started, but while I was in my work of self journey, self healing, right? I think I was taking a Reiki class at the time. I was on autopilot, and then there was a person in the class, because I was coming out of it, right, through Reiki, everything else, right, but it was somebody in the class who just started hers or theirs. I don't know how they identify, but and we were doing services on each other, and I told her, like, okay, you have some heartbreak going on, and she said what was going on, and she said she had been on autopilot. Like, you need some rest. I mean, your intuition gonna intuition all the time. She gonna do her thing all the time. He gonna do his thing all the time. But irritation and irritability can come, and exhaustion and confusion can come. And this may not happen for everybody. Maybe you just be tired, right? But I feel like Some of y'all feels like when I'm tired, I don't trust my intuition. So get your rest, because your intuition allows you to be, you know, quote unquote on autopilot. And I say that quote unquote because I'm not telling you to be on autopilot, right? You should always be present and aware. But there are times where it just don't happen like that. If you know, dealing with trauma to help you push through, understand, evolve, release, and learn from disassociation. You know, maybe that was something you utilized to survive, disassociating what was going on, removing yourself either tangibly and intangibly from the situation, person, spirit, energy, whatever it is, the place. But, and you're thinking like, okay, as you're pushing through that and learning that, you're working through not doing that, right? Not disassociation, being more present and aware in your physical body and your physical surroundings. But regardless if you got that together, you worked it out, or you don't got it worked out, your intuition should stay ready. And this is not a defense. You could look at it as an offense or whatever. It's just like, that's definitely one of those, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And you know that lack of rest, lack of comfort, lack of cleansing, but this is heavily physical rest. You need to go to sleep, you need to sit down somewhere, you need to stop and take care of yourself. Right? It's not optional. It's a must. Because like I said, whether you're pushing through being fully present and aware or not, in your way, however you deal with it, some people may utilize it as a strength. You know, like, well, I remove myself from certain situations. Maybe you still working like that, or it's helping you. Either way, you need to rest and restore your intuition by increasing your boundaries and standing on that shit. It's gonna take, I mean, you know, everybody's, cause some people like, I'm still working on that. I dated somebody years ago and they were a Scorpio, and they would be like, there's no such thing as a work in progress. That's, guess the fuck it is. Cause they would be like, well, if you apologize, you apologize, and it needs to stop right then and there. But if this is something that has been ingrained in you to keep going, especially women, especially from what I know, being a woman of color, but I also know just women, period. Doesn't matter your color, your background, really, you know, especially the older generation. And when I say the older generation, well, no, it's every generation, because even if you're in a certain generation, you were raised by the preceding energies or people before you. So there are still some things, you know, like that you utilize for survival or way, you know, or living. And regardless, like I said, how this is showing up for you, automatic, because I don't want you to, because some of y'all feel like, oh, my intuition is off when I'm tired. So if you believe that, if you gotta work your way out of, like, you know, feeling like that, then you need to get some rest. It's not optional. It's not optional. Like, you have to prioritize that. Like, there are some things you can schedule. You can schedule, I guess, whatever you choose to, because I hear some people like, well, I schedule rest. But it's just like, the time for you to schedule rest has ended. Go sit down somewhere. Like, for real. You're doing too much. You're burning the candle at both ends. This is giving everybody's energy, but I'm getting heavy Aries energy, probably because I'm doing this reading on a Mars day. And Mars rules Aries. But, because we got Saturn transformation. And like I said, a Scorpio told me that, right? Saturn sits in the 8th house. And I feel like, honestly, some of this is there are a lot of projections um towards your intuition, your energy, your life, right? Saturn is not in the 8th house, right? Scorpio is in the 8th house. But Scorpio represents transformation. And like I said, a Scorpio has said that to me. There's no such thing, but it is a such thing as a work in progress. When you have no boundaries, or you're not used to having boundaries around a certain thing, you have to work at it. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry. You have to work at things, right? I feel like we all know that. Pause. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, you have to work at things. And like I said, Saturn is 10th house, but Saturn represents the number 8. 8th house is ruled by Pluto. Scorpio sits in there. And like I said, if Scorpio said what they said, but let's disagree with them. Because I said earlier, like, you can schedule pretty much everything. And some people feel like, well, yeah, I could schedule rest. I used to do that in college. Like, oh, okay, I got my internship, I got work, I got this, I got classes, I got school, I'm supposed to do this. Okay, I'll schedule going on a date 3 weeks from now, or I can sleep in 8.5 days. Like, I'm hearing like this is a no-brainer, but I feel like that also needs to become automatic, that getting rest and prioritizing rest for your mind, body, and spirit, especially when we talk about sleep or just sitting down and not doing anything, needs to become automatic, right? And it's going to take you some time to strengthen this boundary. If you've already been working on it, the boundary is going to get stronger. Other people are going to feel it. It is what it is, but it needs to become automatic, like your intuition, right? But this is trusting your intuition with all this purple here. And it's also giving a little bit of crown chakra, depending on where you at in this thing. We have Jupiter here. Sagittarius is in Jupiter. Jupiter is the 9th house. Jupiter right now, I think, is moving into, is it Leo? Or it might be Aries now. I think it came out of Leo. And then we have the rainbow, Jupiter Lux. 23 equating to a 5. Change is needed when it comes to what we're talking about. Like right now, yesterday. What is this in the physical? For the collective, earth, air, water, and fire, as well as those who are resonating with this respectively. What else? 2 of Wands. Just feeling like, what else is out there? What else? What else is out there? Something's finna happen. Some things about to shake, and you gonna see it in the physical with this 10 of Pentacles here. What is this? That's in the physical, right? What's in the non-physical here, intangibly, as this relates to the reading and those resonating with their respective earth, air, water, fire? No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Okay. Page of Swords. Study. There's a lot of clearing of what you studied. I'm getting a little bit of applying. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to confuse you, right? Because this is the intangible form with the Page of Swords. This is air energy, right? This is more physical. We have alchemization. We got pentacles here, you know, or can you understand? This is fire. This is action. There's something you did. Like I said, there's a clearing out here of what you studied with this Page of Swords. And it's just like, you don't necessarily want to clear out what you've studied, but it's given like the trauma attached to it. You see this, like, it looks like confetti a little bit that's coming up from the book that they're studying. Those are, it's just like the residual shit. I'm hearing, what's that song? Time for some action. I don't remember who sings that or knows who sings it. I probably knew at the time, child, but not right now. Ooh, because I ain't heard that in a minute, but this is what's happening in the intangible. Somebody is getting more rest, and just like it is what it is. And there's a clearing happening. This may not be anything you can physically touch. This is happening in dreams. So your dreamscape lately may be a little bit chaotic. Like, I don't remember all that shit. Man. And my thing is, don't fret over not remembering all of your dreams all the time. Right? You're going to remember what the hell you're supposed to remember, and what you don't remember, you can't do nothing about. You could try to remember it, but, you know, sometimes it come back around, sometimes it don't. Usually, if you're not remember it, I feel like it's some clearing out. Just pay attention to how you feel. Just pay attention to how you feel in your body. If you don't remember the dream, did you wake up in a panic? Did you wake up scared? If you wake up like whatever, you know, did you wake up happy? Did you wake up sad? Did you wake up overthinking, overanalyze? Just pay attention to that. And if you cool, you cool. Whether you remembered it or not. We have 21 here equating to a 3, the world. There's some shit about to shake. Like I said, it's time for some action. And it's coming towards you. It's giving, what's that song with Rihanna? Don't say that you miss me. Just come get me. And now I can't sing like Rihanna, or probably at all. But, you know, everybody got their own perception. I feel like sometimes I think I could sing, and sometimes I don't think I could sing. But I ain't gonna stop me from doing it. Alright, so boom, check it. It's some changes, and that energy with the Rihanna I just channeled, that may not be for everybody. It's not for everybody, but there still is time for some action, some shit about to shake. There is movement. This may be flights for some, or it could just be travel. Could be just physical movement, being active more. All of that. Ugh. For some, all of that. Don't say that you miss me. Excuse me. Anything else? As it relates to the collective, this channeled message with the Pointer Sisters, automatic, earth, air, water, fire, and those who are resonating with this respectively. Five of Wands. We got some infighting. It's gonna be people gonna have some problems with this with these flights on flights, these changes in the tangible. I mean, Ten of Pentacles, this is generational wealth. This is having all your physical desires met on this physical plane. Right? You see family, you see friendship, you see partnership, you got generations there. The light bulbs are on. We got a little chandelier vibe going with some lanterns. However you do you, boo-boo. This is just giving a plethora, a rainbow of things. It's gonna be some problems. It ain't gonna be nothing you can't overcome though. And like I said, time for some action. For some of y'all, this is get to it. Nothing to it but to do it. If this is what you want, do the work. However that shows up for you, everybody is different. If you would like a personal reading, all the information you need will be listed below in the description box. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and or comment. Some of this coming against you, they gonna try this infighting, and this could be within family, within friendship groups, within community, right? They gonna end up in the clink. Less card, Spirit. That was like 3/4 of the day. This Five of Wands, how they overcoming this Five of Wands. It's going to be different for everybody with some alchemization. When a fire starts to burn, right, and it starts to spread, they're going to bring that attitude home. You don't want to do nothing with your life. Who is that? I'm going to tell you that song because that came out. And also, I'm getting that song, I think it's Disclosure, right? I'm getting that song when a fire starts to burn. Some of this, everything that's glow up is happening for you. Everybody not gonna come against you, right? It's definitely gonna be a family member. It may not all be all family members, right? Because it's gonna be more than one. It's gonna be multiple. You see that 5 here, this change, right? And some of y'all have already been through this. It's just like you at the finish line. You see how this one is just like they about to touch the fire to alchemize it. They both reaching for this fire, this change. You burn all this shit down and start the fuck over. That's what the fuck we could do, right? And if you near me and you trying to pull me down, I guess your ass gonna get burnt too. Leave me the fuck alone. Boundaries. You don't like my boundaries, I don't give a fuck. They ain't for you, they for me. Right? But you gonna overcome this with some more fire, with some more transformation, with some more Pluto energy, Scorpio vibes, Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is all signs. We got that 13 equating to a 4, foundation and stability. You're going to stand on it, girl. Hoo-hoo. That's K1. Yeah. And anybody next to you, they gonna stand on it too. So if you choose to go into the fire, right? That's why I say you're gonna overcome this 5 of Wands, this infighting, these haters. What they gonna do? Like I said, if you need a personal reading, the link is gonna be in the description box, because what we at 25 minutes. Yeah, if it resonates, it resonates. If it don't fit, don't force it. But that's how you're gonna overcome this 5 of Wands, this infighting, this trying to pull you down, this crabs in a barrel mentality, and get to this this star, right? This alchemization, this fire. You go overcome that with more fire. But I feel like it's already all around you. For some, it's already all around you. And this is happening in the tangible and intangible. So this was the intangible, right? This was the non-physical, these two. And this is happening in the physical. That's 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. This is due to something you did, right? But again, we talked about automatically prioritizing your rest. I'm hearing your health and your wealth too. That's going to be in addition once this fully comes in, right? Because if you have it, you take care of yourself fully. But I feel like you do the best that you can regardless. But the best that you can when you don't have the coinage like that, the luxuries, the options like that, is to go to sleep. And some people can go to sleep anywhere as long as you're feeling safe, right? It's to go to sleep, is to get some physical rest, it's to sit down and do nothing. So this is coming in for some, this is wrapping up for some, or ending this phase, right? It's due to this fire, right? Or can you understand? But closing this out is the 5 of Wands. This is going to happen in the tangible and intangible. There are going to be physical movements, actions done towards you. I'm hearing to spite you. And then there is going to be non-physical actions done towards you to try to confuse you, for you to not trust yourself, right? This is like destiny swapping, but I don't necessarily feel that's a true thing. I was having a conversation today for those who are resonating with that side of it, because some of y'all came from this and went here and did all this in whatever order, and you realize rest is necessary. Some of y'all are just on this journey. But I was talking to somebody today. It was giving Taurus energy, because I was talking about moon signs. So I was talking about, well, basically all the moon signs, but namely Taurus and Aries moon. And we were talking about destiny swapping, and I was like, I don't believe in that, because if God gave you something, can't nobody take it away from you. And she was like, because she said something, and I was like, she was saying, yeah, they can take it. I was like, how? If they could take it, if it was for them, they would have had it. It wouldn't have been given to me, or it would have been given to them also, right? Or can you understand? And she was like, well, if somebody give you something, they could take it. I say, if God gave me a gift, she's like, yeah, but you know, they can do stuff to make you, you know, because I think I had said, or we both agreed on that if God gave it to me, God is the only one who could take it away. So yeah, I said that. And they was just like, okay, but there are people that can do things. And I said, well, yeah, I already said that. Like, you know, they can cast doubt, you know, or project doubt towards you, or cast it, or left-handed it, or try to just place it up on you, project it towards you. But if this is solid, if this rest and trusting intuition is solid, that shit ain't gonna land. And then she said, or they said something about like, well, what if they cause you to do something? I said, well, yeah, because you supposed to be what this one reader, she said, your number one player, I forget, but you got to be 10 toes down with yourself first. You got to trust yourself, listen to yourself above all else, right? This is also given 333 with this ladybug here. Divine timing. But you have to be 10 toes down with yourself. So this is giving a little bit of, you know, destiny swapping, because some people believe in it. Like I said, I feel like, you know, no. But then I agree with her. I said, well, yeah, it can happen indirectly, but it's not You know, it's not always, I don't feel like it's always taken from you. Sometimes it may go quiet, especially if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. But we were talking about something before that. And I was like, yeah, this person, because when you get this intuition, I feel like everybody got gifts, you know, or can you understand? Everybody has non-physical gifts, whether you clairvoyant, claircognizant, clairsentient, you know, is it Gustance, like however it is, right? But they're become their responsibilities with those gifts, and the thing is, sometimes you utilize it for the public, or you utilize it for yourself, your friends, and your family. However you doing it, you have to be just in it. You have to be balanced as you can be at the time, because there are sometimes in imbalances, right? Or can you understand? But the thing is, right, you can't misuse it consciously. You can't manipulate. You can't, like, you know, some people like, well, if it's mine, I can do what I want. Hey, whatever. I'm talking to who I'm talking to. But so they were saying, like, you know, they could cause you, and I said, well, yeah, I think that can happen. I definitely think, especially because sometimes when you have these gifts, when you have these abilities, sometimes you're not fully conscious of how you show up, who you are, the star that you are, the glowing, the purpose. So yeah, that can happen. But then my thing is, if you do what you're supposed to and you get it taken away from you by God, and you do what you're supposed to, you ask for it back. You ask for what you want in the tangible. For those who believe in a higher power, you ask them what you want in the tangible, or you ask yourself. However you do you spiritually, it is what it is. I'm not speaking about any particular faith, just more so how you do you. But regardless how this is showing up for you, this is the end result, tangibly and intangibly, or not the end result, but this is coming up out of this work that you did, this work that you need to do, this rest that you need to prioritize. And you're gonna be A1 anyway with this fire. All right, because if we burn, you burn. What was that? What movie was that with that girl? It's not Firestarter. It's Hunger Games. X. All right. That is all I have for you. Thank you for receiving this transmission. As long as you choose to. All right. Yeah, thanks. Bye.